Hello, and welcome to my first official Pillow Talk Tuesday. Today we're talking about creativity because it's an inherent part of all of us. And it's the basis for my video series to help people connect with their own creative power and their inner designer. So, creativity it is. All of us, on a daily basis, create. We imagine something in our brains that doesn't yet exist, and then we go about turning that idea into reality. Consider breakfast, for example. We think, I might like an omelet today, or maybe I'd like cereal and toast. And what might go well with my toast? So we create a meal, or we plan a schedule, or we decide a route, or we intentionally create an exchange with another human. I often hear people saying, I'm not creative. I'm like, well, I think you are. I think that just means they don't label themselves as creative, or they don't think they're as creative as other people, or whatever their idea of creativity may be, they don't fit the mold. Many people associate creative with crafty. Now, I would say that all crafty people are quite creative. They like to use their hands and create something tangible. That could be a scrapbook, or a basket, or a bow tie made of yucca leaves, which I made yesterday. Could be all sorts of things. And although I got crafty yesterday, I very rarely get crafty. There's so many other ways of being creative, even when there are no crafts. And in our culture, the word creative is often used as an ambiguous term that's kind of pretending to be positive, like the word interesting. Hey Sally, I went to a tattoo festival yesterday. Oh, interesting. Hey Sally, come over to my house. Sally opens the door. Oh, you're one of those creative people. Mitch is very creative. Really? So are you, Sally. You just don't know it yet. And in these senses, the word creative often means illogical, or impractical, or frivolous, or excessive. And that's because, by contrast, our culture tends to highly value efficiency and practicality and economicality. Regardless, creativity goes both ways. In my creative work, as a designer, I treat space with utmost value and with a strong logical bend, almost like a spatial engineer. And my creative process is a series of cause and effect relationships between decisions, all pointing toward a carefully tailored and highly personalized end goal. And that's my creative process. And I know that I have to look outside of it if I want to continue to grow as a designer. Some people start their creative path on the other side of the spectrum, where it's highly whimsical or fanciful or outside of the box. And that's also a great place to start, particularly for people with that creative tendency. So, questions to you. Number 1, in what ways are you creative on a daily basis? Think outside the box and inside the box. And number 2, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 to 10 to 10. Where does your creative tendency lie, with 1 being highly logical or mathematical, and 10 being highly whimsical or fanciful? I'd love to get an idea of where you and other viewers see themselves on this scale. And if you don't like the idea of a linear scale, I'd love for you to describe your own creative tendency in any way you like. After all, our creativity can be as multifaceted and multidimensional as our personalities. Thanks for watching! If this video sparked any new thought for you, I'd love for you to share it with me in the comments, or share it with somebody else.